Hey tribe, Dawna here with Transformational Healing, and today we are going to talk about sulfur powder. I've been getting a lot of questions and emails and even phone calls about how to properly use sulfur powder to get rid of hexes and jinxes or spells and to protect oneself and their energy. So I thought this would be the perfect time to do a video on that. A lot of people do suggest that you set your intentions, and if you need an intention video, you'll know where to find it. And then to actually sprinkle a little bit of sulfur onto a charcoal tablet. And I do not think that that is actually a very good idea. The charcoal tablets themselves are, smell up the house. And when you have other incense that you can put on them that smells good, it's worth lighting the charcoal tablet. But in my opinion, sulfur is actually caustic. And so if you do decide to burn the sulfur, please make sure that it is only in an area that is extremely well ventilated. It can make you very, very ill if you breathe in all of the fumes from the sulfur. You don't want to be doing that. So my suggestion is that you take a small tea light candle or even a type of spell candle if you want to use one of the little chime candles that you can get in the shop. But that you sprinkle the sulfur on the top of the little candle or around the spell candle, and then you burn it with intention of breaking the hex, of protecting your energy, of bringing you positive energy and strength and fire to burn anything negative that is coming at you. The best way, in my opinion, to put that intention is more that I am strong, I am filled with light, and I am protected. My energy is strong and my energy is only my own. That any other negative energy that has attached itself to me is broken, is burned away. Basically, you want to phrase it in a positive way. So it's I am filled with positive energy and I am free from any attachments. I am free from any ill will sent by others. You don't necessarily have to send that energy back to other people, but you want to phrase it that you are positively filled with energy, that you have no attachments. You don't want to be focusing on a specific person. My opinion on that. You don't want to be focusing on negative energies attached to me. You don't want to be focusing on I'm breaking a hex because you don't necessarily know whether it is there or not. So you just want to say that I am unbound and I am free and I am filled with positive energy all of my own. That's probably the best way to actually phrase that. So you sprinkle the sulfur on the tea light candle. That's just one of many ways that you can use it. And then you burn the candle. You could also do this 7 days in a row. If you want to do it for a week to fill yourself up with positive energy. And that's the reason why I suggest use the small little tea light candles, because they don't last that long. You can also use one of the small chime candles, like I said, and maybe you light it 7 times. Suggestions are that you actually don't blow out a candle, that you actually snuff it out. So you might want to use a candle snuffer to do that, or somehow other get the oxygen away from the candle so the candle will go out on its own instead of blowing it out. Just old wives' tales about blowing away your intentions instead of keeping them with you. Other ways that you can use sulfur powder. You can put it in any of the protection pouches, if you wanted to make a protection pouch or a protection bag and put it in there with other herbs that are meant for protection and anti-evil eye and things like that, you can carry that on you. You can sprinkle it around your home. You could sprinkle it around a room that you're trying to protect. There are ways for you to add it to a protection bath if you wanted to, very carefully. Now, sulfur powder is pretty much safe to handle as long as you wash your hands immediately afterwards. You don't want to be ingesting this in any way, and that's why I said it's not a good idea to actually be breathing in the toxic fumes from it. It's not something that would irritate most people. However, some people are actually allergic to sulfur in different forms. So if you know that you are allergic to perhaps sulfa drugs, you may want to be handling it a little bit more carefully and think about perhaps touching it or putting your hand in some that is floating in water and seeing if you react to it, or maybe actually not your fingers, see if you react to it here on this part of your wrist when it is mixed with water before you just jump into a bathtub that has sulfur in it. But I hope that that helps you understand how to perhaps form your intentions when you're going to be using sulfur powder, and also gives you a couple of ideas. So, burning it on a candle or sprinkling it on a candle that you burn with intention, great idea. Adding it to a bath might be a good idea, to a cleansing and purification bath of some sort. I do have those other baths available that don't have sulfa in them, but you could always add that if you wanted to. Putting it into a mojo bag or a spell bag or a protection pouch could be a great idea. Sprinkling it around your room, around your house, around your property to break any negative energies that have come into the space. It's kind of similar to how you would use black salt, and I have a video on using black salt up if you wanted to watch that instead. It might be a better option for outside. And do not, in my opinion, burn it on a charcoal tab, because you really do not want to be breathing in those energies. And next week we are going to be making some incense, which we will be burning on charcoal tablets. I taught you how to do that already in a previous video, but now I'm going to teach you how I create some of the incenses that I make next week. And earlier this week we had a live video yesterday, and we talked about creating a manifestation or prosperity pouch on Tuesday. So many blessings, tribe. I hope you are enjoying some of our short educational videos, and feel free to always send me video ideas by commenting below or sending me a message if you have any questions, because this is a great way for me to answer not only your question, but to also answer the questions that other people may have in a more thorough way all at once, instead of answering 20 different emails. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Many blessings.